The seasons come and go like thoughts of you.
Many people find it hard to figure out the best time to visit Tibet. Generally speaking, the most suitable time is from April to November when the weather is more agreeable. Let's start with April to June, the spring in Tibet. It is quite pleasant to travel in this time due to milder weather, clearer sky, and not much rain, as well as being cheap, having fewer tourists, and vivid sceneries. The average high temperature in this time is like 16 degrees in April to 26 degrees in June, while the low temperature from a bit above 0 degrees in April to 9 degrees in June. When it comes to July to August, the summer in Tibet, things become to get a bit complicated. Don't get me wrong, it is still an amazing time since the weather is even milder than spring and lush sceneries are everywhere to see. The average high temperature is around 24 while the low temperature 9 degrees, with rainfall around 100 millimeters, which accounts for like 80% of the yearly rainfall in Tibet. However, as you can tell, it's the monsoon season in Tibet, so places like Mount Everest are not the best to see because of the cloudiness. Moreover, there is the longest holiday in China, the summer holiday. During this month-long holiday, hundreds of thousands of people would rush into Tibet, making it expensive to travel Tibet and very hard to get tickets and accommodation. Well, despite of all these situations, there's no need to panic at all since the rain in Tibet usually comes and goes very quickly, unlike the continuous rain in inland China. Moreover, we provide ticket booking service which will save you a lot of trouble. Moving towards September to November, the autumn in Tibet, you will be able to see a different view occupied by goldenness. The high temperature at this time ranges from 22 degrees in September to 15 degrees in November, with low temperature 6 degrees in September to -6 in November. At this time, trees would turn yellow and Tibetans would be harvesting their fields, manifesting a golden visual feast to you. However, if you choose to travel in this time, try to avoid the Golden Week, the first week of October. During this nationwide holiday, Tibet would also see large amounts of tourists. If you decide to travel during this time, however, do book tickets as early as possible. Alright, you're wondering what it's like to travel Tibet in December to March? Well, that's the winter time in China and, as a matter of fact, it can be a better option, especially for budget travelers, since it's low season and tickets and hotels are much easier to get at a price 20% cheaper than high seasons. Regardless of some parts being inaccessible due to heavy snow, you're able to avoid the crowd and enjoy the views quietly. In addition, winter is perfect for bird-watching lovers since a variety of migrative birds come to Tibet to spend winter. Moreover, Tibetans would have finished harvesting and gather in Lhasa for pilgrim, perfect for you to immerse into the religion culture. The con is that as it gets really cold, places like Mount Everest, Mount Kailash, and Namu Tor would be improper to travel to. No matter when you go to Tibet, there will always be some festivals for you to enjoy, like Saga Dawa Festival in May and June, Xuedun Festival and Nachi Horse Racing Festival in August, Tsongkhapa Butterlamp Festival in December, and the Tibetan New Year in February. All the above said, we can at all times have your Tibet trips tailor-made with the utmost comfort and convenience whenever you choose to travel in Tibet. Simply send an email to inquiry@tibettravel.org for free consultancy and tour booking.